Hey, what's up, guys? Wouldn't it be great if there was a magic formula that could get you jacked in no time at all? Well, technically, there are some, but they might not always have the results you think. Today, we're going to be talking about supplements on Mission to Be a Man. Alright guys, so just to preface this, I'm not a big pre-workout supplement kind of guy myself. We're going to break up a few to go into really quick, just because you guys who are new to working out, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of them either going around the locker room in high school or college or beyond. And just to be careful, because like any drug, other kinds of drugs, alcohol, study aids, whatever kind of drugs we're talking here, they might have some benefits, but they're gonna have some drawbacks as well. Now, personally, I've never been a big fan of a lot of these workout drugs, simply for the fact that I like accomplishing things on my own. I don't like being super reliant on different drugs. I like to keep it as natural as I can. So personally, I'm not a huge fan. When I work out, I just lift. I eat a lot of good food, meat, veggies, fruit, nuts. I drink a ton of water, but I don't take a lot of these, but I have seen friends and different people I've known throughout the years experiment with a lot of these, and they've had some pretty crazy results. I've seen them change some people and turn them a little rabid and a little crazy. So kicking this list off first, we're gonna start with pre-workouts. Now, pre-workouts you can pick up at most health stores. They're not too dangerous. I will admit, I did try this once and I didn't really love the effects of it. So to break it down, I don't remember the exact kind I had, but it was a buddy I was working with, lifting with at the gym at the time, and he gave me some of this pre-workout to try. It tasted kind of like Kool-Aid. You mix it in with your water bottle, you drink it, and what I felt from this was an immediate spike of energy. Like, I'm talking like I just chugged 10 Red Bulls and a couple coffees. I was going like nuts, just lifting, doing crunches, running. I was going like full blitz, full speed for like half an hour, all in, thanks to this pre-workout. But here's the catch. I totally crashed after about 20-30 minutes. I had that initial huge spike in energy and I totally crashed down after that. So normally when I work out, I'll have a solid hour all to myself with consistent energy. With the pre-workout supplement, imagine a huge spike followed by a huge crash, kind of like caffeine. Next, we're going to be going to muscle milk. You'll see guys with the huge powders and cups, and they'll do it and they'll drink it and they'll chug it. And the thing with this, I knew a skinny guy that would always try and take this muscle milk and always try and drink this. It helps you put on size. So if you're trying to put on extra calories and extra muscle, you're trying to bulk, it might help with that. But at the same time, there's a lot of unknowns here, a lot of studies that say, hey, drinking all this stuff isn't necessarily great for your kidneys or your liver or other parts like that. So if you're gonna try this, that's fine, but I would say take it with a grain of salt. Take a little bit at a time rather than chugging and putting all this into your body when really too much, if anything, isn't good for you. So if you're gonna take muscle milk, watch those giant bags, make them last. Don't just take them all at once, because not necessarily great for you in the long run. The next workout drug we're gonna go with is creatine. Now, creatine is very much legal, but in a way, I'd say it's kind of like a steroids light. And the reason I say that is, again, I haven't tried it, but I've had buddies who have. Mainly one of these guys that was kind of skinny and really wanted to put on size fast. So I had a couple friends who took this. The first guy was pretty chill, pretty relaxed guy. He was a shorter dude, but he was massive. He had a lot of size to him for a short guy. And the reason for that is I found out later he was taking creatine. Now here's kind of one of the drawbacks. Creatine, essentially how it works is it pumps water into your muscles. So each workout I have more water and keep more hydrated, and I'm getting a little more out of each workout. But kind of the downside of creatine, it basically inflates your muscles. Then if you stop taking it, you basically shrink back down to your regular size. Meaning that I saw this guy, he was lifting constantly, he looked huge. Then he had to take a few days off to study for finals. He stopped taking creatine, he stopped lifting, and basically he shrunk back down to his normal size. It really just inflates you up, blows you up like a balloon. Also, I had another friend that took creatine and it made him a little nuts, a little rabid, almost like minor roid rage, where he just got really aggressive and angry and was acting like a jerk and wanted to fight over everything all the time. And that's just not good. Creatine has a lot of effects that it is like a minor version of that, and you might not always like how it does. Plus, the effects while they do help in the short term, if you stop taking it, you might dwindle back down, which you'll see that's kind of a common factor in a lot of these workout drugs. They help you as long as you take them, but once you eventually stop taking them, the benefits go away a bit. Finally on the list. All right, so I know you guys want to see another testosterone video. I'm running one now. That's by far my highest viewed and ranked video, but we're going to talk about testosterone, like literal testosterone, steroids. And again, same thing. I've never taken any of these drugs besides a pre-workout, which is totally legal and safe, but I do not recommend taking testosterone to anybody. The reason being, I've seen a few different friends take it and have mixed results. It basically turns you into a roided out monster, almost like a Hulk. So, I mean, not gonna lie, you'll definitely put on size. For my friends I've seen take testosterone, you'll get like way bigger. But at the same time, like I said before, once you eventually get off that testosterone, you're not always going to maintain all of that. And it makes you a little crazy. It makes you basically to your primal caveman instincts. I had a buddy who was on some. He literally was getting like a bigger, like a caveman, like forehead. He was getting almost like stupid, where he didn't really care about anything other than just lifting and eating and trying to fight. It makes you very like stupid, almost narrow-minded, where all you care about is lifting. You're very simplistic, you're very needlessly aggressive, and it gives you some other problems down the line too. True, you'll get bigger, you'll get buffer in the short term, but I had another buddy, he only did 1 or 2 cycles, so 1 or 2 doses of the steroids, but eventually when he got off it, he said, hey man, I noticed my hairline's thinning a bit since I started juicing up, and it hasn't come back. Also, he asked me if I'd ever had any problems, you know, getting blood pumping to certain muscles, and I said, no dude, I'm 24, why would I have a problem with that? And he was having problems in certain areas because that testosterone, how it works is, it boosts your natural testosterone through the roof. Everybody has testosterone and estrogen, men and women. When your testosterone levels go up from the injections, so do your estrogen levels. Then eventually, when you stop juicing, your T levels go back down, but your estrogen levels remain high because they were going up to match the high T levels. So true, when you're juicing, you get unnaturally high levels of testosterone, but once you stop, you're actually lower than usual in testosterone and higher in estrogen. So you could get like, instead of your pecs, like flabby chest, you could get like roid acne, you can get like hair in obscene places. There's a lot of things about testosterone that just aren't pretty. So you could say that Schwarzenegger or whoever in their day is just living the dream and so huge and bigger than any man could be who works out fairly and naturally without cheating. But testosterone is really a cheat that you kill it when you're using it, but your body pays the price later. There are consequences. And again, I've talked to a few different guys that have used it and they say, man, you know, it was great in the moment, but it was really short-sighted and kind of stupid, and they regret using it because it throws off your body chemistry basically for the rest of your life, depending on how much you use it. So I take certain vitamins. I can go into it more in my own testosterone part 2 video that'll be coming out soon. I just take like a Centrum once a day men's vitamin that's got some good stuff in there. I'll take ZMA or Zima, which basically is just for like muscle recovery. Again, you can find these at your local vitamin shop. I don't even take these every day, just maybe a couple times a week, who knows. And then DIM or DIM, which is basically just for lean muscle mass support and fat burning, good for your metabolism and all that. So basically just 3 kind of natural vitamins you can pick up from the vitamin shop. I'll take those, you know, a couple times a week, and I just eat and drink lots of water and eat pretty clean, and that's about it for my secret. I've had no trouble with it. And could I get bigger if I ever chose to juice up one day? Totally. I could become like a monster, but I mean, that's not necessarily healthy, and I don't necessarily want to do that. I want gains that are natural to me, as best as my natural self could be. You could turn yourself into some roided up monster, but that's not even you at that point. That's just the chemicals you're injecting into your body. So a true alpha male to me is someone who doesn't cheat. Their gains are their own, they're natural. Maybe you could take some nice vitamins that are good for you, but that's about it. I don't recommend creatine. I don't recommend pre-workouts. Don't even recommend muscle mass or anything like that. Definitely don't recommend steroids, because I've seen that mess up some guys' lives a lot more way down the line. I just recommend eating clean, vitamins, keeping it natural, and just having the best workouts you can, making your best body the best you can 100% on your own. So guys, that's pretty much it. My thoughts on all different kinds of workout drugs. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. If you disagree with me and think some of these are great, then I'm all up to hear an argument. I always want to keep it natural and relying on yourself. So that's my standpoint. So remember guys, have a good workout. Keep it clean, keep it honest. And remember, always be the best man you can be.